Oh.
Right. We have ourselves Jimbits versus not Pumpkin. Saku, who should be brilliant. Thanks, babe. Right. Why is red there? This is someone has changed Saku's to red and then Whopper as his twit. Why is this? Just a couple of what's the word? Technical difficulties, but
Yeah,
you know we've still got this game underway. Jimbits versus Saku. There we go.
there we go. There's the update.
Yeah, and Saku taking an early lead. Fantastic.
Yeah, especially from Jim. Jim, yeah, I've been following this a little bit now, and Jim's good.
Yeah, Jim's
It's-
been improving quite a lot post-pandemic, and I mean Saku, a regular at Manchester, which I'll not lie, a little bit of a higher level than Sheffield right now.
Yeah.
But also has the go on deck.
Yeah, obviously Jim also having the home advantage as well, obviously, so that often helps. And there we go, Jim taking yet another stock off of Saku, so looking fairly equal so far. Okay,
It should be 0-0. I'm just trying to find out his Saku's Twitter. There's someone.
second coming in. I think.
Here. Like, I don't know who has changed this to Red's tag, but I'm trying to find Saku's Twitter. I cannot. So, you won't know Saku's Twitter for a little bit right now.
And we'll get that up as soon as we can.
It was
Is Saku the real one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Saku was listed as Saku. On-screen name was Red. Twitter was Whopper.
That's definitely because of Quirk or someone.
I don't know.
Just search Saku the real. It's
I
something
did-
like that.
There's only one Saku. He's run away. I don't like this. However, I mean, we're seeing a not so even game right now. Saku lapped Jimbits in percent right now. 74% right now on Saku. Jim trailing at 102 now.
Yeah, not looking good for Jim in the first round of this set, and he's trying, he's going for it, but again, 83% on Saku, which, you know, it's not terrible, but he's 102% himself, so...
Yeah. It's not undoable, it's just Jimbits has got a little bit ahead of him.
Yeah, it's not doable, but it feels like the rating is on the wall a little bit. I mean, that's a good combo. That might be it. Not quite DIing back to ledge.
Yeah, I mean, it looked like Jimbits was almost on the wall himself right there. Not quite getting into the blast zone, but nice back air. And follow it up with another back air, evening up the stocks, but an incredibly high percentage deficit right now.
Yeah, all Jim has to do is just try to play a little bit more defensively. Maybe try not to get hit as much, try to read as much as you can and go for the counters. And
yeah, it looked like Jimbits was trying to make use of the special fall out of the up B, trying to push Saku off stage with the flood. Not getting it, but it was a fantastic idea.
yeah, the safe option, keep him at a distance, and well, inevitability. You know, last stock went down to 72%, so that was actually fairly close considering the massive deficit.
Yeah, especially with this actually being losers finals. This is our second best of 5 set on stream.
Best of 5, long way to go for both players. It'll be a bit of a relief for Jim, because this is a good time just to get that mental reset, just kind of get your head back into it.
Yeah, it's sort of like,
it's not
you
over,
know,
it's far from over.
yeah, it is incredibly far from over. Like, you know, a lot of players take game one as a learning experience rather than, ooh, I need to win this.
That's it, just kind of weigh up your opponent, kind of read them a little bit, see what options they're making in certain situations, and be able to use that. And again, Jim coming in, right out the gate, fairly aggressively, taking 13%, but kind of falling a little bit in the follow-up. But
yeah, but I mean, oh no, Saku just picking up on this quite a bit, throwing out a couple of odd, like single hit moves, and he's just tacking on quite a bit of damage because of it.
That's I mean, a lot of the fighting game characters really heavy hitting in a single hit too, which you know, maybe not so much mobility based, but can do a lot of damage in a very short space of time. But speaking of that, Jim going up with that combo and bringing Saku to 97%.
Yeah, might not have got all of the hits of the down air, but still tacking on a lot of percent. Looks like Jim was expecting the side B there to go through the shield. Not quite happening, but Jim is also going through the blast zone, and we see Saku with a stock lead.
That's it, and 115%. We saw how Jim clawed back the last set as well, the last game as well, and I've got full faith. Jim can do this, but Saku does have the go up as well, which could be very bad news for Jim.
Yeah, I mean we've just seen the Buster Wolf miss, but be thrown out. I mean, even if you're at 6%, like Jim is now, all right, it's fine. It's taken off the table, but even at 6%, like one of those go moves tacks on so much damage. Like a couple of go moves, you've lost your stock.
That's it. A very powerful, very powerful character, and Jim's gonna have to try and work around that, which he seems to be. Obviously, Mario I think Mario's a very neutral character. He's kind of a jack of all trades, master of none. You know, but he's a very solid all rounder. But obviously, his opponent having a fair few clear advantages over. You see just there, just taking out that stock. You see how hard that Jim is being hit and how bad that knockback can be. But following up with another combo with the shield, kind of coming out a little too early, and
yeah, you see Jim sort of like he's in the flow as soon as he's in advantage state, but Saku's making it difficult for Jim to get in.
Yeah, seems very evenly matched. Obviously, Jim seems to thrive in these positions where he's a little bit down. Obviously, 69% at the moment. Saku shielding and following up with the whiff and just punishing those end frames on the landing. Air dodging to stage, kind of risky as well. Could have been punished, but
yeah, I mean that string alone attacked on 40%. Another 20% added, and Jim is at death percent with Saku only at 32.
So yeah, air dodging into the attack there as well, and there you go, following up with the aerial combo, and
yeah,
that'll be the end of Jim's second game.
Yeah, the upbeat call out from Saku there, just calling out the high recovery and just killing because of it.
That was a read though.
Yeah, fantastic read at that.
Could say read him like a library.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
We're seeing Town. I can appreciate this from Jim. Wanting a little bit more space from the fighting game character.
Oh, Ganon.
Oh, and the Ganon. This is very different. Why would you want more space against an FGC character if you are going Ganon?
I mean, it opens up options.
It does open up options. Just sort of generally, if I saw Town and City, I'm like, ooh, this is a zoner versus someone that can't really approach versus lots of projectiles.
That's it. And
Ganon, however,
I think this might play in his favour a little bit. I say this as he's getting a little bit bodied.
Yeah.
But
well, that's just how Ganon works, to be fair.
That's it. He just tanks damage and is a bit of a tank himself. But no, from my limited experience here, I would say that you don't see an awful lot of Ganons outside of kind of playful friendlies. So maybe this is a matchup. There we go, 71%, 88% on Saku so far.
Yep, fantastic catch with that.
There we go. There's Jim convincingly taking stock, only 67% to his name as it is, with 3 stocks remaining, down to 32 as well. Yeah, Ganon just hitting like a train.
Jim has just made me sort of second guess the fact that I didn't think this would be a good pick for Ganon.
Well, when you're going up against a really heavy hitting character, what do? Just pick a freight train in comparison to a car.
Yeah.
that seems to do the trick. It'll miss the smash, but
I mean, only getting jab down B for it. I mean, not going to kill. Tacking on a little bit of damage, but again, as you said, Ganon is a heavy character. Ooh, just getting caught by that side B, taking the stock, but 75% on Saku and almost the stock.
Oh, just in one swift move, and yeah, no, Ganon. Do you know, I think this is deliberate. I think Jim lost those two deliberately, just to come in as Ganon, just for a bit of fun, you know, just.
And holding the shield from the jab side B, punishing with the forward air in that situation. We see Jim almost like full stop lead, only taking 3% and already lapped Saku in the percent.
There we go, just getting those trains of moves down and just doing massive damage. Going down again, we'll get down to 15%, 78% with the trade.
It's just
Saku will recover. Jim will kind of cover the ledge. We'll go for
covering also with the up smash.
Smash there we go.
And the up B.
It should be with the grab.
I mean, we can all appreciate how Jim's Mario is a fantastic character.
Oh yes.
But the down B to two-frame the ledge. The Ganon is on a different level.
I think this is one of those cases of when you see a player spend so much time with a character, especially one, as I say, you don't see very often, you don't seem to see very often. You create this sort of matchup that's really hard to counter. And it seems to be working really, really well.
Yeah.
Going with the Ganon Terry matchup again, it's amazing to see.
I mean, it's like, so, you know, on, like, with pen and paper, this matchup right here should be sort of vaguely Terry-sided. Ganon, by no means, is considered a good character. However, Jim has thrown out the pen and paper, has decided, instead of the pen and paper, I'm just going to kick you in the face.
That's it.
And it seems to be working.
He's taken the pen and paper, it's in the bin, it's set on fire, and here we are. I mean,
and now he is on fire right now.
Just a little bit, but then again, 92% to Terry's 35 doesn't seem to be working too well for Jim this stock. But again, with the command grab, just missing the smash a little bit. But we saw how big damage Jim can do as Ganon, and
yeah, it's sort of like this, like pen and paper doesn't really account for just how well someone can play while they're in advantage. Jim might be a little bit on the back foot right now, but 80% on Saku right now. Like, Jimbits could take this stock at 100% right here. 120% with a couple of extra moves as well.
Exactly, as we say, Ganon can tank a fair bit. Very heavy, very difficult to go. You can see how heavy it's just in the movement.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, he's not even taking a percentage of damage yet, and he's tacked on, like, what, 50, 60% extra after having lost his stock?
Exactly. All Ganon needs right now, all Jim needs is just one big hit. There we go. That's exactly what I'm talking about. That's exactly what I was just about to say. He needed that one big hit to knock Terry off the stage and to take that other stock, although Terry making the best of it at the moment. We're going with the combos. Jim kind of trapped in it. Not a whole lot he can do. Falling to the neutral Bs.
Yeah, it's Jim trying his best to approach, but as I said earlier, these bigger stages sort of favor someone with a projectile. These neutral Bs from the Terry, stopping Jimbits from being able to approach.
Exactly. Saku's neutral just seems to be just edging out that little bit this game, and there we go. There's another Ganon stock gone. Saku's still having two remaining, and it's so far right now not looking the best for Jim as he's hit into the air yet again, falling to the neutral Bs.
We're letting go on the shield. Our hometown hero seems to be on the back foot right now. Sort of both a stock down and lapped in percent. And Saku sort of realized that using this neutral B to try and space out Jimbits instead of trying to face it head on is working out for him quite well.
It is. I think what might have happened is that during that game where Jim, in the last game with Jim winning his Ganon, the first game, I think that Saku's just kind of read that little bit more, just kind of figured Jim out just a little bit, and using that to really good effect. Maybe it's a suggestion that maybe the neutral could use a little bit more work as Ganon, and there we go. There's the crit, there's the hit.
Yeah, sort of for Saku,